So yeah, I've been busy the last few days in the workshop. Shop's right behind me here. Give you a look at it from the outside. Gate open over on the side. Got an order just over a week ago to build up 7 large planter boxes, 3 foot by 8 foot. They're 14.5 inches high. These should be getting picked up today. I just brought the last one out of the shop a little while ago. Now we're going to head back into the shop and have a little chat about some other stuff. Hey folks, Joe here, just putting together a little bit of a video. I've been very quiet here on this YouTube channel for quite some time now. There's a bunch of reasons for that. We'll maybe talk about that a little bit later. The last few days I've had to change this whole place around a little bit, get back into building planter boxes, put into planter box mode. I got 7 new planter boxes just outside the door here in the driveway. They're waiting to get picked up today. Got a late season order in November for quite a substantial pile of planter boxes. I'll have a little bit of footage in here about that shortly. And now today I gotta reorganize the shop again, get ready for building paddles and other stuff, maybe some cutting boards and different things for the Christmas season. And I got some new lighting to put up, one new light to put up. When I came back here and set this place up, I had 3 of my LED lights all failed in the first little while. Haven't replaced any yet, or I haven't replaced any yet. I did get one just the other day, haven't put it up yet. That's happening shortly. New heater, added this just last week. Haven't used it much yet, but once the colder weather gets here, I'll use that to warm it up here a little bit. Now I'm going to switch to handheld on the camera, on the GoPro here, and show you around the garage a little bit, the workshop, and what needs to be done, and I'll be right back. So yeah, I got the GoPro off the tripod here now and onto handheld, and yeah, there's me again. Put my glasses on so I can see. Anyways, just show you around the shop a little bit. It's a complete mess right now. Drill and driver out there, I gotta recharge those. Gotta clean up the shop desk. The main workbench is cluttered and a mess. This corner, which is my main lumber rack for paddle wood and so on, along with back here. Okay, for some stupid reason, the stupid GoPro shut off there a second ago. I was just talking about this corner here. Some of the tools, the thickness planer and the spindle sander, they're just pushed out of the way, making room for this whole section out here, which is where I build the big planter boxes. Table saw, that's over there. A lot of dust on the floor. This secondary desk, which I use as a miter saw stand, this is bolted right down, nice and solid. Got to clean all this up. Put away the big clamps. Put away the brad nailer. Drain the compressor of air, put that away, and get this set up for some other projects. This back corner, everything's just kind of cluttered again. A little bit of a mess. So I'm going to spend the next little while this afternoon cleaning this up, and then we'll shoot a little bit more video once the place is looking a little bit better. And we'll get some other projects going. I got a lot of YouTube stuff I'm going to start doing again. Like I say, I kind of took a break from that. I'm going to turn the camera around here, bear with me. Kind of took a break from a lot of that. Start of October. October was not a good month. It was a pretty rough month mentally, going through a lot of memories. It was 1 year since Diane had passed away. And I just brought back memories of that and memories of my dad passing away a short while later, 3 days before Christmas back in Nova Scotia. Then of course I had a stroke in early February. And then my mom died in May, so I kind of relived all that during the months of May, and pretty emotional months, and I wasn't getting a whole lot done out here, or much done at all, to be honest. But over the last week and a half, kind of things are going a little bit better. This planter box order that had come in, this big one, that kept me busy for a few days. And now we're just going to try and get back into the groove and do some fun stuff, maybe even do a camping trip next week. We'll see how that goes. Anyways, I'm going to spend a couple hours tidying up out here, and then we'll shoot a little bit more video, and I'll talk to you a bit more then. Stay tuned. Hey folks, Joe here again. So we're back. It's a few hours later from when I did the earlier parts of the video. It's just about dark outside, as you can see through that window. Customer was here, picked up a few of their planter boxes. They picked up 4 actually. They still have 4 more to pick up in the next day or 2. Hopefully I'm in this video, am I? Walking up the camera here, yeah, I think I'm centered in the screen there somewhat. May have started out a little bit off screen. We'll edit all that out and start over. Hey folks, so Joe here again. We're back. It's a few hours later. It's now 6 p.m. or just past, 5 after 6. Having a second cup of coffee. Pretty soon we're going to set this aside and have a cold can of something else. Anyways, we got the shop here tidied up a fair bit. Pretty soon I'll switch the GoPro over to handheld off the tripod again and show you around a little bit better. The customers were here a little while ago. They picked up 4 of their 8 planter boxes, so I'll be back with the other 4 tomorrow or the next day. And I spent a couple of hours out here tidying up, and it's not quite where I want it yet, but it's much better. I had some wood stacked along the bottom of the wall down here because these were planter boxes. I normally stack that over in the far corner that way. Everything I have left is now over there. Cleared out this area to put my bigger tools up. Got the rigid table saw, thickness planer, and spindle sander all over here. I'm going to switch to the handheld here because there's different things I want to show you. So hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, we're into handheld mode here now. There's the tripod I had the camera on. There's where I was standing. The bigger power tools there. The old Jobo paddles banner. Over here, a lot of these paddles were sort of pushed off to the side. Some of these are just about finished. The one on the 2-piece on the very left, that still needs a bit of sanding, then that'll get oiled. The 1-piece on the left, that needs a little bit more epoxy work. It's got epoxy tips on one end, on both ends actually. I just need to touch that up, then I can finish up the rest of the paddle. The other 2-piece paddles, one more coat of oil for them, they're done. Same with that 1-piece paddle next to it. And there's some other ones here in progress. Back here we have 3 more Greenland paddles up here. 2, the center and the right, the dark one, and the one to the right. Those are the ones I used years ago in setting the Vancouver Island speed record for the fastest circumnavigation. And the one next to it is a 1-piece soft shoulder paddle. It just needs a couple touch-ups. That's one of my own personal paddles. The wood that was piled up over there, which I was using for planter boxes. What's left is now down in here. Going in that way, some other stuff stacked in there as well. Wood scraps for the fire pit. Still got to straighten up this these 2 shelves of wood up here. This is all nice clear cedar. We mostly used in paddles. Top shelf over here is clear western red cedar for paddles. Down below that is a bunch of hardwood, cutting boards, charcuterie boards, stuff like that. These 3 pieces as well. Nice piece of purple heart, walnut, and maple. Another big piece of maple kicking around here somewhere. Just not sure where it is. This corner, this is kind of like confusion corner. A little bit of everything going on. But it's better than it was. Vacuumed up most things out here. Tidied up. Still gotta clean up the back workbench. It's a little cluttered looking. I want to make some sort of rack for hanging the air hose cord and extension cords. Another extension cord over here. I want to get a better place to hang those. Try to find some wall space or make a little rack or something coming out off the wall. Down here on top of the chair is my new LED light. You can see over the desk area it's quite a bit darker than I would like it to be. In fact, I'm going to pause this video shortly, hook up the new light and turn it back. Focusing on this area over here. We'll see if it looks a little bit brighter when I come back on, and then we're going to talk about some upcoming projects. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back recording. Here's a light I bought years ago. Nice bright LED, which is also a Bluetooth speaker, which the Bluetooth speaker works really well still. I sometimes use that. But the light doesn't work anymore. So I used to have that hanging right up here, and that's where I decided to put the new light for now. Compared to the earlier video, you can see how much brighter it is over in that corner now. Spent a bit of time at that desk doing some stuff, and this little workbench that's beside it for now, that's probably not going to be there for much longer. That's going to get moved as winter comes in. I'll explain why in a future video when I get a little bit more ready for winter. That's where it goes for now. Now on the box here, let's see. There, this shows the plug coming out, which is up here. I got that going up over here. On the other end, there's a fitting on this end. Actually, let's see. Right up there, if you can see that. So you can daisy chain these together, like 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 of them. When I ordered this one, I figured I'd get it, try it out. If I'm happy with it, probably order a couple more. In which case they're probably going to go in a line down along here, with the last one sort of curving over this way. And then I'll have really good lighting again like I used to have, and I'll be set for winter. Didn't matter so much in the summertime when the sun was up longer, but now it's still not even 6:30. It is, clock on the wall says 6:24, so I need a little bit more light. And so yeah, the shop's not looking perfect yet, but it's a lot more organized and cleaned up than it was earlier today, as you can see. The bandsaw, I still have that sort of tucked in between the drill press and the old tool cabinet here, snap-on tool cabinet. I typically will have that pulled out over right about here where I can get at it, but I put that out of the way while working on planter boxes to free up some space. That will eventually come back out. I plan on making a portable stand for that on casters, and I can just roll it in and out. I may make one for the drill press as well. Just roll that out when I need it. Table saw. This stand works well. It's nice and stable, but it's a pain in the butt to move around if you're moving it a lot. I may make a stand for that as well. The planer and the sanders, those are both on stands with casters. The more of the big stuff I can have on casters, the better it is, especially with a small shop. Easier to move everything all around and make it all work. Those clamps that were out laying around earlier, sitting on a chair, the big ones, 3 4-footers and 1 5-footer. I got those hung up from this shelf over here in the corner. That's not going to be in the way. Wood lathe, I need to use that tomorrow. Spin out some 2-piece paddle parts. And over this way, forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, I totally forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, clamps. Here's the other ones, my 2-footers. I have those all just off the side rack for the drill press there right now. Years ago, this was just a piece of sort of black metal, a little bit. There's surface rust on it here and there. I cloudied that up with a steel brush and stuff, put on some trim clad rust paint, brightened it up. And it looks a little better. Anyways, this old light, the speaker still works. I'm probably not going to use that anymore, though I may hang it up somewhere. I have the laptop out here, something going. The speaker on the laptop is not very loud at all. But I did recently bring out these speakers here. This guy and this guy, which plug in right here. And they're actually really good. I bought those off Amazon last year when I was in Winnipeg. Using those with my desktop computer there. They worked out really well. They transitioned out here to the shop. And I no longer really need the light that doubles as a Bluetooth speaker. I had those on the desktop, like I say. I now have another set of speakers on that were hooked up to Diane's computer in the house in the past, and right now I'm kind of borrowing that. And I guess that's about all I have to do right now. Well, yeah, okay, I'm going to hold it on a second here, switch this back to the tripod, and then I'm going to talk to you a little bit. Okay, for the last part of the video here, I'm just going to sit down here on my nice comfy chair, use the stool as a footstool, and relax a little bit. Been nursing this extra cup of coffee for a while now. It's past 6:30. We're done with the coffee. We're going to transition to a cold can of beer. Get some more in the house. Probably going to have a couple more in a little while. Maybe relax with the dogs, watch a hockey game. For now, we'll just chat about some upcoming projects out here in the shop. Paddle work going on, obviously. That's an ongoing thing. Some other stuff I'm going to be doing out here. Working on the bikes. Showed the old mountain bike that Diane used to ride. I'm going to just tune that up a little bit and park it for the winter, but it needs a little work. I noticed, took it for a little spin the other day, so I'm going to do a little bit of work on that. My Surly Bridge Club and my Trek 520 Grand Dog, those are both in the house, as is the Pinarello. I'll be bringing out the Surly very soon and starting to get it ready for winter, putting a set of bar mitts on it to keep the hands warm in the winter. I've got 7 tires for the winter riding. Those will be going on soon, not yet. Probably going to do a couple of videos talking about winter riding and setting up the bike and how to dress for winter riding. Hopefully we'll get some colder temperatures here this year in the -40 range, maybe even -50. The coldest ride I've done before was -48 degrees wind chill. And if I'd gotten out 10 minutes earlier that day, this was a long time ago, I would have been riding at -50, would have had bragging rights for that. Still haven't got that -50 ride in. Hopefully we'll get a good cold snap this winter, and I'll get out to ride at -50, and I'll show you what I wear for that kind of stuff. It's kind of silly and kind of fun. So yeah, paddles, some cycling video content, and some other stuff I might do for the YouTube. I do more dehydrating videos in the house here soon, get that going. Like I said earlier, October was a really rough month for me. Went through a spell of about five and a half weeks where it just wasn't fun. I'll leave it at that for now, but I'm gonna try and focus in on the YouTube channel now a little more, get that built up, see if I can generate more revenue off of that going forward, see if that can become a little bit bigger part of what I'm doing. The channel's just under 2,500 subscribers right now. You should be a little well above that, but I've been completely neglecting it lately and need to get back into the swing of things there, and that's starting now. And thanks for watching, and we will talk to you again soon. I'm going to finish off this beer, putter a little bit out here, then I'm going in the house, hanging out with my dog's plaid and sandpaper, and a little bit later on we're going to call it a night. Get up early tomorrow, have a good breakfast, and get out here and get this place rocking. Talk to you soon. Cheers.